For quite some time now, there seems to be something like a deep house renaissance. And I think its popularity will be gone as fast as it came. That's the swing of things, but that doesn't mean that all the people who love this kind of music all of a sudden change to another genre. I think it happens because of a few important people announcing it as being dead and claiming something else being the next big thing. But the music itself will never die, but will be developed by new fresh artists as well as by the producers who have always been true to this sound. The album has a clear old school flavor to it. Well, that's because the old school was my school when I started doing the Timewriter project, so it will always show its face in one way or another in my productions. Of course, with Back in School, I intended to bring that flavor forth in a very strong and obvious way. There's another track on the album, by the way, called Kessler House Days, which goes in the same direction. I really enjoy working with vocals. And I think vocals are just like a bass or a lead sound, an instrument which should be chosen just as carefully. I love having soulfully expressive vocals in some of my productions, since they can do things to your track no other instrument could do. The same thing goes for vocal samples. I find it almost impossible to describe the things that inspire me, because that has a lot to do with thoughts and emotions. And in words, both are simply never explainable to their full meaning. But let me put it that way, I think I'm very sensitive to emotional details, and life is full of them. So therefore I think life itself is my biggest inspiration. With every new album I try to come up with something new without repeating ideas or selling myself to what is the latest fashion in music. Tiefenschön certainly represents the sound I've been developing over the last years, and sums things up in a strong combination of my deep as well as my clubby intentions. I think I have a wide-ranging taste in music, and a lot of music from different genres have had an impact on me. But one of my biggest inspirations was the album Construction Time Again by Depeche Mode, also The Colors of Spring by Talk Talk, and of course Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Keys of Life, just to name a few. I have been DJing for the last 15 years, but never played live, so I'm planning to do that in the near future. But my understanding of playing live doesn't mean standing there with one laptop and pressing some buttons. I would rather have a bit more equipment and make people not only feel but also see that they are listening to a live performance. So it will take me some time to find the right setup, but this will happen for sure. I came up with the idea of Tiefenschön when I had a lot of tracks ready, and I just felt that this was the right name for this album. And after a wonderful creative time in the studio and working on the tracks, I'm really happy with the result, and it feels great to be back with a new album.